Hi, so I'm gonna show you how to cook my lamb shoulder stew in this casserole. So a lot of these pots, they come in different shapes, and this one is a little bit shallow here. It's about three inches, and it's got this taper here and the bottom. So with cooking something like this, this was bought without a cover. So we have a metal cover that we put on, and covering it is a good way because it keeps the moisture in. But what I found out is cooking with pots like this is much better in the oven. Unfortunately, I'm gonna try this on the stove right here. And so with this stove, the fire is focused on this circle here, and you can see the black spots. Such casserole clay pot is really good for controlling heat, and is even distributed when you put it in the oven. And so when you put on the stove, the shape of the clay pot makes a difference for heat distribution. This one here, as you can see, has got a hot spot, which is right here. The heat is concentrated just in this circle perimeter. Some of the clay pots will have a much better curvature, and when you put on a stove like this, the fire or the heat is evenly distributed on the perimeter, exterior perimeter of the clay pot. So clay pot like this generally is much better to put it in the oven. Once it's in the oven, the meat is cooked, the moisture is kept inside because it's covered, and it cooks gently and it comes out really nice. Now, the other thing to consider is the amount of moisture. So yes, the moisture is kept inside, but if you want it to be drier because it's too much liquid inside, then you would have to pull the cover off, or do not put the cover on if you know your timing for that dish. So for example, if you're cooking rice in here and you put it in the oven, you want the rice to absorb the moisture and kind of dry it out. And so you would go into the oven at a medium heat and no cover, and the rice will finish off just nice. But this takes practice, and you got to know your heat and what type of dish you're doing. All right, so I'm going to show you how to use this to cook my lamb stew.
This is the first stage of the cooking process, and we seared the meat here that's seen in this tray. I've already seared it and taken it off. At this stage, we are putting back the onions, garlic, tomato, bell pepper, bay leaf, and to stir fry till it's nice and done. Here's the recipe from my handwriting. Hopefully, you can read it. And this is the last stages, almost the fire off. I'm gonna cover and let it sit.
Yep, it's all done. So that's my creation of shoulder lamb stew in this shallow clay pot, and we're gonna be eating now. So smelling good, and hopefully it tastes good.